Greetings out there, and welcome to your Monday edition of Dapper's Playhouse. I am your excellent host, Dapper, here to bring you some good old funny from the TikTok. There might be some Squid Game stuff in here. Alright, if I can hear the collective Homer Simpson dough right now from everyone, bear with me. This is just more theories, seeing as we're drawing closer and closer every day to the next installment. So hey, I got a shout out. Big thanks to new subscribers. Hello, and thank you. Glad you found us. Old subscribers, you already know. Thanks for liking. Thanks for commenting, all who are commenting and reaching out. I do my best to get back to each and every one of you, even if it's just to say thanks for watching, or I agree, or what have you. But again, I will do my best. So if you could, like and share, subscribe. We're trying to get into this algorithm. I know I heard people are in for all kinds of surprises with their algorithms, so it might be a good time to get on in there. So if you could, without further ado, let's get after it.
There is a very good, competent hand gesture, which everyone should know if you want to be perceived as higher in competence. It's called the steeple. Let's how our pose for the hand. Why? If you are doing this pose, you're showing I'm not hiding anything from you. You can still see my palms, but I am very relaxed and poised enough so that I can put my hands together. Now be careful, don't drum. This is evil fingers. They rated hand gestures
Mr. Monty
and
Burns.
they found that this
Don't do the evil
highest
fingers,
rated
yo.
hand gesture that leaders made is when I made this gesture. Now personally, I don't use this a lot in my interpersonal interactions because it doesn't feel
Try that out,
super
y'all.
natural.
Let me know how it works
You
for
can
you.
try the steeple, just be careful not to do
Yeah,
evil
don't do the
fingers.
evil fingers. Do the steeple.
Galaxy gas. If you hear that word, your ears need to perk up. You need to talk to your kids.
What it means is they're doing whippets. These
Oh.
are whippets, NO2, nitrous oxide,
Oh, no.
RU. These come in every flavor you can imagine. They're available over the counter for people.
Holy shit, Doug the dickhead and Kelly Killjoy over
People are
here.
getting hurt doing.
What the hell? Your kids are doing whippets. Hey, jackass, here's a news flash. You gonna outlaw freaking whipped cream cans in the grocery store too? I mean, give me a break. Let the kids live a little, huh? Let them live. Let them live. Everything in moderation, kids. Do your own research.
Half of the
Entertainment
main
purposes
characters of
only.
Squid Game are going to be heartbreakingly killed off in the next game in Season 3. Here's
Well,
the logical
do you think so? I mean, if it is the final season, I think they're going to have, you know, most people die. Especially in this premise where they're supposedly only supposed to be like, you know, a winner. If not, I know in this one they can share the money, but yeah, it's still not going to be, you know, they've already made that abundantly clear. It's not going to be 100 people sharing it. So yes, there's probably going to be some mass exodus.
So we've already had Game 1, Red Light, Green Light. We had Game 2, which was the six-legged pentathlon. We had the third game, which was Mingle. We haven't had a fourth game yet, but in Season 1, the fourth game was Marble. And with Guyun captured and the rebellion completely put down, the games will continue in Season 3. And if you remember, how on earth could you forget? Marbles gave us some of the most heartbreaking deaths we've ever seen. This betrayal here, even though he didn't actually die, the sacrifice that she made, Ali getting snaked by Sang-woo, and this married couple, it was devastating to watch, and easily the best episode. Well, they could be going into a similar game, but this time with no Guyun to warn them. Meaning we're going to see all of the main characters...
So we're supposed to believe that they're not going to let him play? He's going to be like held captive somewheres, taken somewheres? Let me know your thoughts. He's supposed to become the new front man, or what?
This means the son and his mother, one of them will have to go, more likely the mother will sacrifice herself. I think player
Well, that
1
shaman lady already told them that.
And he will give his life in a redemption arc after he completely sold that whole finale.
Yeah,
this is by
bullshit.
far the most obvious one. MG Coin will give his life to protect Junhee as she is pregnant with his child, and he's been trying to win her back.
Yeah, that one's probably...
And I think Namgyu, Thanos' #1 dick rider,
he
will team
sucks.
up with Minsu, player 125. This will go one of two ways. Either Minsu will finally stand up for himself and beat him, or he will just get bullied like he did the whole second season and just give him a free pass to the next
Yeah,
round.
I personally think
Either
there's
way,
something up
I am
with him.
warning you, it is coming.
Because they showed Minsu, you know, they focused on him. We know his name. For what? There's gonna be something there. Let me know your thoughts.
I mean, we're getting a heartbreaking fourth game, and a lot of the big characters are getting wiped out in terrible fashion.
That's got to be the train one, man. And y'all find this satisfying? It's a damn cup of mayo and a hot ass bowl. If you ever need a smoke canister and get yourself out of a situation where you're playing ninja or something and you don't happen to have one, just get yourself some mayonnaise in a scalding hot bowl and, you know, a jar, and you're all set. That mayonnaise though, huh? Look, it didn't even burn like against the glass, the side or nothing. It's like thick and just insulating that whole thing. It's just burning right in the center. Look at that. There you go. That shit literally will allow you an escape, or that will allow you to literally enable your enemy. Definitely get the upper hand. Some mayo.
Something that not very many people know is that when you're treating your funeral, when they lower the casket into the grave, if you were to actually climb onto that casket, put your ear right up to it, and listen, you would be asked to leave.
Yeah, you think you would probably be asked to leave.
If you can't do the time, don't do the crime. Okay, time's up.
Yeah. That's what it's like. Hey, any of y'all out there hear the rumors that was just a server swap? And maybe Meta has done acquired the TikTok. Let me know your thoughts on that one. Anybody hear of it? It would stand to reason, huh? It was just enough time for them to do something like that, I would assume. Let me know your thoughts. Oh. If y'all didn't see that, I know it happened quick. Back that up and watch that. That little girl got stomped so hard, but she sprung right up.
No wonder Queen Elizabeth I once had a man executed for seeing her without makeup. If you've seen many of her portraits, you'd know she was a woman with pale skin and bright red hair. She first started wearing makeup in 1562 at the age of 29, after suffering the long-term effects of a smallpox infection, which left small scars on her face. She couldn't stand looking at these marks, so she began using a cosmetic called Venetian ceruse to cover them up. She would apply it in layers about an inch thick, roughly the height of 3 stacked iPhones.
Gross.
This makeup, made from lead and white vinegar, was toxic. Many of Elizabeth's courtiers remarked that her face would crumble and flake off when she spoke. She also liked to use vermilion to paint her cheeks and lips, a substance containing the poisonous element mercury. Even worse, women at the time didn't remove their makeup daily. Their makeup often stayed on for a week, and they would use a mixture of egg whites, alum, and mercury to remove it. After reaching middle age, Elizabeth began to experience frequent memory loss, which are symptoms of lead poisoning. Another reaction to the poisoning was hair loss, which is why she was almost always seen wearing red wigs. It's important to note that her constitution must have been remarkable, as she consumed so much lead but still lived to nearly 70.
Damn. That's your history lesson for today.
When burying a dead body, make sure to then plant some endangered natives on top so that it's illegal to dig up. Follow for more gardening tips.
There's your tip of the day.
So this is my Nerf nuke, and I'm going to show you how we launch it.
A Nerf
First thing you
nuke.
got to do is load it into the Nerf silo.
Look at this thing.
Here.
For the love of
Drop that
Pete.
in. It fits. Now let's come over here. This is what's called the Nerf football. It's a launch control briefcase. We got to turn it on.
Are you shitting me?
Then we need to make sure it's broadcasting. Then we need to charge the capacitors. There's 2 keys. 1, 2. You got to turn both at the same time.
Way to give away
in order
nation
to launch
secrets.
it.
It's probably exactly how it's
You wanna
done.
help me, bro? 1,
Great.
2,
It's real
3.
great. What the hell? What happens when one of these little switches break or short out or some shit? You're
Hit the
screwed.
launch button, and then it's going to go back down inside. And it's going to click.
Your
That's
enemies
the
would have
launch.
killed you by now. Can we get a little expedience here?
I don't have my safety glasses.
Oh my god, not your safety goggles. It's a Nerf, you dill hole.
Now, yes, the Nerf nuke can
Yeah,
go
that was
really
really
high,
gay.
but the most effective height is when it's right at your height. If it was in the middle of winter and I had a big outdoor space to test this, then yeah, we could launch it really high and have the darts rain down from super far away. But given that we're in a tight indoor space, it just makes sense
I
to
get
have
it,
at,
but it
well,
just
right
looks
about
so
head level. Did you see
underwhelming.
That? Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I mean, it's
That's
badass,
4 darts.
but it's
That's
underwhelming.
96% efficacy. And this thing, we've launched it multiple times. It's made of foam. You can reload it. You can load it again. It fires again. It's so durable. It's a Nerf nuke.
Okay, so get yourselves the Nerf nuke, alright? Run out there and find yourself. I don't know where the hell you'll find it. Look it up. Add me at Caramel.
Happy Valentine's Day, Vern.
Hey, Vern.
Add me at Caramel.
Any Ernest lovers out there? Any Gen Xers out there? Yeah, come on, where you at? You know you love you some Ernest.
Happy Valentine's Day, Vern. Hand me at Caramel. Be mine, Vern. Hand me at Caramel. Happy Valentine's Day, Vern. Hand me at Caramel. Happy Valentine's Day, Vern. Hand me at Caramel.
Know what I mean?
Happy Valentine's Day, be mine. Action.
Happy Valentine's Day. Be mine, Vern.
Unbelievable. Good times, yo.
Never call in sick.
Yeah.
Die at work.
Die at work. Be a man.
Be a man.
The hell, calling in's for sissies.
You're telling me that in China, a communist country, that I could go there and buy a home, like I pay the mortgage, and it is mine, mine. For 70 years, that is my property. I don't ever have to worry about losing my job, getting sick, or just not even being able to pay the bills. It's mine. And then when that 7 years is up, all I have to do is renew the property tax for a small fee that's nowhere close to the amount that I would have to pay in America. Wow, what a concept.
You're telling me
Yeah, that totally sucks ass.
property tax that they pay on their vehicles is a small vessel tax that is attached to their insurance that they pay? What a concept. You're telling me that public spaces, such as museums and zoos, are free? Because it's a public space? What a concept. You're telling me that you can work a part-time job, and as long as you don't make over 5,000 whatever their currency is, that you won't be taxed on it? What a concept.
Yeah, property tax does blow. And I haven't heard it mentioned about doing away with it. But we do need to do away with property tax. First for seniors, maybe for vets, but definitely it should be for everybody. You buy your shit, it's yours. I mean, enough of this shit. Enough is enough. People need to get up on that. You know, no property taxes. We need to start a thing. So everyone, call whoever matters. You know, make a video. No property taxes. If you don't live in this country, I guess you can sit this one out. If you do live in this country, really, you know, no property taxes. We don't need it. Oh shit. Scared the James Brown into him. Sometimes you got to. This shit is awful. Y'all ever seen this? You should see when one of them breaks his neck. God, listen to that. Man, thank God they didn't show you the rest.
Ben's big load. Ben's big.
Story time at the Playhouse. I've been getting good feedback on it, so we're running with it. Proud to present Ben's Big Load.
Big Load by Kinsey Maisie. This is Ben. He's been carrying around a huge load for weeks. He needs to drop his load soon before it starts to leak. No matter how hard he tries, he can't seem to let it go. He wishes he could just release it and watch his huge load flow.
Night.
He tried to drop his load off at Susie's place last week, but when he brought it by, she said, "I'm not here, your load reeks."
What? Yeah, what?
His load is overbearing. He's filled up to the brim. He needs to dump his load soon, or it might be the end of him. His friends can tell he's hurting. They see that something is wrong. They ask Ben about his load and why he's been waiting so long. I have nowhere to dump it, he says. Every place I try says no. Do you guys have any suggestions? Where do you let your loads go? I just release it any place and any time. I don't care where I release my load. Is that really a crime?
Yeah, what the hell?
Sir. Yes, that is a crime. I just released my load at my ex-wife's last night. She's always down to take it as long as I get out of her sight.
Lovely.
I released my load at Jim's. He could take quite a fill. Maybe you could ask him. He lives right up the hill. Ben decides to try it. What does he have to lose? He grabs his coat after finishing up his booze. Hey Jim, how's it going, man? I have a favor to ask. I've got a huge load, and I need to dump it fast. Well, it's gonna cost you. You can't just dump it for free. If I let you release your load here, what's in it for me? Man, look at Jim. Jim is sassy. I like Jim. He's giving off Darcy vibes, like Jaron Darcy. Do you know who I'm talking about? I love Jim. Just name a price, my man. Anything at all. At this point, I'm desperate. I have no one else to call. Okay, you can release it here. There's just one condition. If you tell anyone, you might wind up missing.
Oh, shit.
The hand on that. It's just, Jim is a liar. Ben agreed to that. He knew what needed to be done. He released his load so fast, the load nearly weighed a ton. What the fuck?
God.
He then felt so much better. He could finally relax. He now knew where he could go. The next time he was filled to the max. He loves Jim now.
With the rainbow.
I feel like some girls in the winter, they're just beautiful snow fairy princesses. The warmth of their smile just brightening up even the iciest of winter days. Not me. I'm an abominable snow bitch. I'm cold and
Abominable snow bitch.
And I'm freezing my chi-chis off. But, however, I do keep the bed warm. Something to remember.
Okay. It's not a total loss.
I'm officially scarred for life. This is straight up the most documentary I've ever seen. And I know I say that a lot, but
What? Documentary?
I'm at a loss for words.
Loss.
This is about a man who ate a woman. Yes, you heard that right. Ate a woman and is not in jail. Now,
He's
trigger
not?
warning because they show everything. And I mean everything. If you love documentaries, make sure you follow because I post daily and you'll never have to search for something to watch, although I don't know if you should watch this one. Issei Sagawa murdered an innocent woman and then fed off of her for 3 days. He had gone out with her and he said that if she had went on another date with him, he probably wouldn't have killed her. He describes doing this in great detail. This crime happened in France, and France dropped the case and then didn't transfer the case to Japan, so he got to go home and live a free, normal life. He says he didn't know that murder
Hey, it's different
was
over there.
wrong at the time.
Yeah, cut him some
5
slack.
minutes into this documentary, I was traumatized. Let me know what you think about this in the comments.
It's only frowned upon in France. Okay? Might be a good watch, though. No! Sound like he's just letting the air out of a balloon. Holy hell. Lemur.
2 Girl Scout cookie flavors will be discontinued after this year's Girl Scout
What?
cookie season.
Better not be Thin Mints, yo. If you say it's Thin Mints, I'm gonna punch right through the screen. You're about to see me Elvis this monitor, yo, if it's Thin Mints. And go.
And here are both and why they're going away. The first is a French toast-inspired toast days, which I believe originally came out in 2000.
Okay, has anybody ever heard of that? First off, you can get rid of it because I never knew you had it. Let me know down below. How many Girl Scout cookies have toast?
2021. They're good by all accounts, but not a true classic like Thin Mints or Samoas, so if you're worried about those, you can rest easy. The second is a s'mores cookie, which is a little bit more surprising.
Okay, again, I did not know they had a s'mores. I don't care for marshmallow, so again, I don't care. It's not Thin Mints, you may live.
It's got the chocolate and the marshmallow in it. These came out a little under a decade ago.
What's
so
your favorite
they're
Girl
not
Scout
as
cookies?
recent,
Comment
but
down
still,
below.
that is sadly the way the
You know you be liking them chocolate
probably
peanut
not
butter
as
ones.
popular as we think. Now, if you're upset about
You
those,
know you like them Samoas, that coconut. You know you love them Thin Mints.
I'm personally holding out for another shot at getting Raspberry Rallies. These were released last year.
I never saw a fucking Raspberry Rally. Where the hell are all these? What do you get, different Girl Scout cookies depending on your region? I'm gonna damn up my Girl Scout cookie game. This is some bullshit.
Girl Scouts about e-commerce. That being said, I wasn't able to find any chocolate raspberries, one of my favorite combos. In general, there aren't a lot of fruit options with the Girl Scout cookies. You have 2 lemon ones. I don't really think those count.
Even though between you and me, you can get yourself to the Dollar General all year round, and they got their brand. They taste just the same, and they $5 a box. Between you and me.
If you are looking to get your hands on some Girl Scout cookies this year, they have a convenient tracker now, so you can find cookies in the booths near you. This is not only in Massachusetts, it just says that because I'm in Mass. I'm excited to see what they come up with that replaces the toast and s'mores. If you've got anything on your wish list as far as Girl Scout cookies go, now is the time to let them know. If you're here, I cover food.
Any massholes out there? Let me know.
Seeing this on TikTok, I will see you guys on the other side. For the rest of you, I'll catch you tomorrow.
둥글게 둥글게 하 둥글게 둥글게 하 빙글빙글 돌아가며 춤을 춥시다 하 손뼉을 치면서 하 노래를 부르며 하 랄라랄라 즐겁게 춤추자.
Totally should have broke some shit listening to that. That's some break some shit music right there. That was pretty good, huh? New twist.
I got a question for all the real water drinkers out there, because if you're a real water drinker, you know that not all water tastes the same.
Amen. Water does not taste the same. Anybody with me out there? Then you know. Depends on what region you're into, though, because y'all ain't got the same water depending on where you are. And if we're talking different countries, then it's a whole nother ball of wax. But here in America, if you up in the Northeast, it's Poland Spring. If you down in the South, it's probably Zephyr Hills. Maybe Crystal Geyser. Crystal Geyser's good if you out west. Arrowhead is good if you out west. I don't know. Let me know your favorites. Don't be coming at me with no Dasani, though, or any of that bullshit. That shit tastes like shit. Nestle's Pure Life tastes like shit.
So with that being said, what is the best water?
Depends on where you are. And what do you know? Just like that, we've come to the end of another Diapers Playhouse session. And if you could do me a favor, hit that like. Don't forget to share it out. Maybe subscribe if you haven't. Word on the street is 50% of your viewers are not subscribed. So get on the bandwagon. It ain't that much to do. Just hit that button. And we'll be back here again tomorrow. Try it all over again. So hey, if you can't be good, be bad. And remember, you're never too old to play. I'll catch y'all on the flip side.